Alright, so we're back to the broth. So this has been cooked for approximately 24 hours. I have these chashu or pork rolled up into the shape. Why do we roll it in this shape? Because you get the fat and the lean all around. But I need to, because I'm serving around 40 people, right? But before that, I'll show you the broth how this looks. So I actually successfully got the creamy white broth. Because this has been cooked for almost, like I said, 24 hours. Usually 15 hours should do the work, but I was at work today, so like extra 6 hours. So this is basically done. I have to strain this afterwards. But you can see from the reduction, so it's from here, and now it's half gone. So I have to dump this in, cook this maybe 30 minutes or less. Why do I have like this long to it? Because I don't want to go dig in from the soup, so I can keep track where it is. And just turn up the heat a little bit. Put up this side, give it a little make belch. Give me that. Oh fuck, the thread is not long enough, but I managed. Okay, so I'll let it cook for another 30 minutes, and I'll start marinating, like cooking into the sauce. So this has been cooked for a while, so it's good to go. Like you can see, no red, and that's good enough. So put this on my cutting board. I still want to keep the bread on. I want to cut the long part. Okay. Try to fit this in the sauce. This is the sauce that I use with eggs. It's the same sauce. And the other one. This is not. Okay, it's falling. Holy shit. Same thing. I'm trying to fit it in the sauce pan, which actually fits. Okay, so I want to put this and cook this in low heat for approximately 3 hours. 3 to 6 hours. So I don't want to use cover, I want to cook it faster, so I'm going to use upside down cook. I think this side. I just forgot. So yes, like this, and cook it in low heat for around 3 to 6 hours. It depends what time I sleep. Okay, and that's it. Okay, let's take a look at the chashu. And I cooked it many times already, so you can see it's all colored up. So you want to make sure you don't miss out any part, because you want this to be well cooked and marinated. So at this stage, probably cook another 2 hours and it'll be good to go. Alright guys, so successfully cooked the meat, like you can see. So after I cooked it, I rested I let it cool down, because you have to. You can't cut it right away. Let it cool down for... Usually I put it in the fridge, but it's kind of cold here. And I opened the window, so I don't really need to. Let me see. Why do you need to cool down? Well, you want the meat to rest before you cook it, because if you cook it right when it's ready, cut it when it's ready, it's harder to cut, and the juice is gonna... It won't stay on the meat. Let's go ahead and cook the sauce again. So yeah, meat is better to let it rest, so the blood and the juice, you let it stay on the meat first. So now I'm going to cut the chashu. Okay. leaving in. Oh, juice is already. Holy. So this juice is for me to reheat my pork and to use it for my mini donburi, like the rice. So this is sauce. It has a lot of flavoring now because I cooked the pork for like 6 hours. So this has everything in there. I let it cook under low heat. I'll probably have to add some water there if it's might be a little bit too salty. Okay. Cut the rope, string, whatever you call it. Okay. So now I want to slice it. The first thing I want to slice is the fat. This part. It's edible, but it's very chewy, and I don't think it's too healthy. Well, somebody might want to eat it, but I'm going to still keep it. Okay, this. Get rid of this string. Turn off the heat for the sauce. Like this. Maybe I should still cut a little bit more of the fat. Because there are girl customers, right? Okay, now I'm cutting slices. I'm thinking I should do half and then slice, or a slice first. I'll just do a slice first. Not too thick. Everyone's just going to get one piece. Okay, that one's a little bit too thick. So I'm going to eat that. Oh, I don't even know if I have enough. Okay. Thinner, even thinner. Cut all these and prepare. And then, okay, I wanted to balance so I don't cut my hand. Even though it's tomorrow, I'm going to cut it, all of them right now, place it on a plate and have it ready tomorrow. So I want to put it on a tray. So I'm going to cook this in the sauce before serving. And now this should be it. So right now my plan is to serve one piece to each person, but if I'm going to run out, I guess I have to do half. These ones did half because it's very thick. I'm still giving them 2 pieces in case. But anyway, so right now I'm going to serve it to my sister, so I have to start cooking it anyway. So go ahead, heat the sauce. Dump these in, reheat it, and give it a flavor. Because you can see after I cut it, inside is still white. But after I put it in the sauce, I add the flavor to it. Not too long. It's already boiling. Simmering is already good enough. And I might want to use this again. I don't want to wash so many dishes. So done. So that's it for the chashu. Now this, remember the pork that I that I got off the bones from the broth. So now I'm going to use this again. This for the rice. Ooh. Okay. There's around 15 to 18 of the people, and including myself and my family. This should be enough. So what I need to do is cut them into smaller pieces. Because some are like big chunks, some are already small enough. I want to make sure they're all in bite size. So right now there's not much flavor, but it's very, very tender. What I'm going to do is cook it in the sauce, what I use for the chashu and the egg. And this should be a very flavorful dish. Okay, this should be good enough. You don't want it too small. So actually I have a problem right now. I don't even know if I have enough sauce. Anyways. Rinse my knife. And wash the bowl. Even though I'm going to use the same bowl again, but it's better to wash the fat of it. Okay. So now I reboiled the sauce. See, lots of juice in there, the pork. Now I'm going to use this low heat. Put this in. I don't really need to cook it because this has been cooked for so long. You want to be in the sauce if you want to add some flavor. I wonder if it's going to fit the pot. I'm going to put all of them in and then just pour it out and strain it. Then I can get the juice back. Because I can't make new ones anymore, it might be too late. It's probably gonna hold up a little bit more. Okay, I'll put this much for now. Now this ready because I still eat the sauce. Pour it out. Let the juice drip for a bit. Good. Anyway, so now you can see it still has the juice here. Because the juice I've used it for many things and over again. And now I want to put it back into the bowl so it's so when I need to serve it, that's how to put it there. I need this water inside. And that's it. I'm going to try and enhance the flavor of the sauce even more. This is the garlic that I minced. I'm not going to use all of them, that'll be too much. And again, this is the pork fat that I steamed from the broth. Anyway, so I'm going to make my own sesame oil. It's going to be like a flavored sesame oil. So I'm going to pour some of the juice in. I probably will pour in the whole thing later, but right now I'm half only. This is very unhealthy, but this is where the flavor is. Garlic and sesame oil. And melt the fat. Okay, I can even smell it. It's very strong now. Good, good, good. And that's it. And then later, I'll scoop like one spoon on the ramen broth before I serve. And prep the rest of the ingredients. So these are kind of like garnish, like the topping. Scallions, green onion, whichever you prefer. And where the heck is my knife here? Okay, so you want to cut it thin, like very fine, because you want it to look nice and easier to eat. Well, this will be good. Some people like it a lot, some people like it. Some people don't like green, right? So it's barely like any. So I washed it already, so I don't have to wash it again. Some people that like to, after they cut it, they run it in water to get rid of the spiciness. And there's also, you can also, if you wash it, it can last longer. Okay. Like the end part, you see the white onion. I put in the stock 2 days ago. And I stole some from work because we usually use it. We don't use it at all. So I just stole it and I dumped it into the broth. So now it's kind of hard to hold. That's no good. It becomes harder to cut at the edge of it, so in case you cut your hand, I would just throw it away. I can cut it, but I'm lazy, so this is good enough. So now I'm going to go ahead and put it in a bowl and let it get ready for serving. Making my own iced lemon tea as a beverage. Well, I made it already, the lemon tea. But when I serve it, I want to serve it with fresh lemon as well. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and cut the slices so I don't have to do extra work tomorrow. So how I did the lemon tea was you have to make your own tea. Like you can buy really cheap tea bags and then make it and then put in, squeeze some fresh lemon juice, or you can use the concentrated ones, which you can buy anywhere in the supermarket. And then make your own sugar syrup. Get this good. And yeah, simple. Adjusting the flavor, that's the hard part. You don't want it too sweet or too mild. God. That's why usually we don't use these kind of knife for fruit or vegetables, but I'm too lazy to find another light. Around this much should be good. You don't want it too thin, but you don't want it too thick. So the cost of lemon is not cheap in Canada here, or Vancouver. Good, done. So now I have everything prepped. All I have to do is wrap this and wait for serving tomorrow. So this is the chashu don. So this is the one I marinated in the sauce with. So simply just put it on the rice and put some green onion. No, wait, before that I should pour the sauce on. This is the sauce that I use for the pork. Let's pour some over the rice and the meat just to add some moist. Like this. And the don is done. I just have the noodles cooked from the boiling water. Now I'm going to rinse off the excessive flour, the cooked flour. It's very, tastes like wax, so you kind of want to rinse it, and you want to dry it as much as possible before you serve it. Okay, that should be good. And there's my bowl. And then here are my toppings that I did. So the first one I would probably want to use is the pork. Pork. And then bean sprout. And then the soup first. So this is the broth. You always want the broth covers the noodle. That would be around the right water level. And then eggs. Green onion. And these are minced garlic I minced last night. Usually it enhances the flavor. I'm going to put a little bit on the side. That's it.
Kevin.
So, or that. How's the noodles?
美味しいです.
So, what do you like about it? What do you don't like about it?
I can't say there's nothing I don't like. I like the broth, the flavor behind it.
So the flavors, everything's okay?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Really
Alright,
good.
thank you. Let me ask. Ask a girl. Hi, what's your name? Wait? Okay.
Ask me.
Oh, I'll ask you first. What's your name?
My name is Hakan.
I know that.
咁你又問？
問下嘛，你唔知啊嘛。So, how do you like about this?
The broth is really good, but the noodles some parts are kind of stuck together.
Yeah, because.
And the egg and chashu is really good too.
Thank you. You know the noodles, I did not make this noodle, but the last time I actually handmade it, so I just brought like a random brand. So.
Only recorded your eyes.
Oh shit. Don't worry, my editor will do the job. Is that girl ready? You ready? You ready? It's short, don't worry. There's only maybe 20,000 people watching. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Yoshika.
Yoshika, you're Japanese?
Half.
Half. Very good. Do you speak Japanese?
No, a little
Oh,
bit.
okay.
A little
That's
bit.
very unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, how's the noodle?
It's really good.
Is there anything that you don't like about it?
No, I
Thank
like
you.
everything.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
It is long.
Okay. So how that's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not fine.
It's fine.
Shooting that.
How's the ramen?
It's delicious. I love it.
Is there anything that you don't like?
I don't like the bones, but other than that.
Oh, I didn't filter that, so I didn't. Yeah. Okay, let's ask the next guy. Hey, what's your name? What's your name?
Tuan.
And what? Nope. What?
Johnny.
Okay. How's the ramen?
It's good.
Is there anything you don't like? Or
It's pretty much better than anything like in Vancouver aside from Santoka.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Really? Thank you. That's a lot of credit. Okay, next would be
Derek.
you. I know
My
your
name
name.
is Derek.
I didn't even ask your name.
Alright.
Anyway, so how's the ramen?
So far, it is definitely the best ramen I've had up to this date.
Wow, thank you very much.
And
What do you like the most?
I like how it's really clear, as in it's cleansing. You get a deep flavor from the broth, but it's not salty.
This is not
really
script. This is real credit. Yeah,
No,
go
seriously,
for it.
and especially the marinated egg. It's definitely the best I've ever had. And the first time someone introduced me to ramen, I didn't see what the hype was about because it was like it's okay at best, but I can see it now with this.
Thank you. What are you guys laughing at?
I agree with this guy and his words.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much. That was good. That's good. This is my bowl. This is my bowl, by the way. I ate actually five bowls of these since I started making.
Watch this YouTube video.